Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dart Child.
I'm your host, twinsinc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up.
Yo, hey everybody. It's been a minute since I've been on with the boy here. What's going on, fella? How you been?
Man, all is well. Yes, we back in the studio.
Man, it's been almost a year, bro.
Almost what? Last time what? March? Last time we actually met face? March?
It's like 8 months.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And today is the first of the month.
Yep.
Wake up.
And unfortunately, it's only 2 days.
2 days for what? Election day. Oh, yeah. So, yes, people. So, yes, the first day back in the studio, face to face. And yes, we're going in because, I mean, that's the biggest thing going on right now. And it's 2 days ago. And I'm going to be honest with you. When somebody asked me who I'm voting for, I said, the option's not good. I'm going to give you the facts. No. It's like, honestly, if I'm going to take a quarter with me. One side with me head, the other side's tails, and flip it up in the air. And all right, there we go. I'm not going to do that, people, but that's how bad our options are. But,
if it wasn't for the fact that the orange man is insane. Let's just say if it was anybody other than the orange man running, yeah, hard flip, because being a lifelong Democrat, that ain't working for us as black people. I'm sorry. Let's correct that. Black men.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I mean, either way, it ain't been working out.
Yeah, it's some problems.
And I mean, and it's funny though, because when you look on TV now, you see all these rappers. You got Ice Cube, Lil Wayne. Look, I know it's all over the place.
Time out, because you just grinded a gear I didn't even know I had right now. Oh my God! First off, I am incredibly. I don't care who hears this. Not that 100 million people should hear this. How sad is it that rappers are the representatives of the black community? He didn't talk to pastors. He didn't talk to business leaders. They're not talking to academics. They're talking to rappers for the, I guess you would call it, the electoral soul of this country. For black people are freaking rappers. The spokesman for our community is Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and Lil Wayne.
Well, let me ask you this. And then I'm with you on that. I mean, I get you. Listen, I understand 100%. So how many of those other people have actually taken an attempt to actually try to speak with him? Now,
what do you mean?
I'm saying we think about the people who have great knowledge, people of power, pastors, like I said. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
educate me, but who has? I'm thinking about that, but who has? I mean, who is? I mean, one person I may know is like maybe Farrakhan, but he don't want to meet with Trump. I know that gonna happen, but I'm just give you one that I know.
Talking to Farrakhan either.
And listen,
see that it's not the point. It's not that what's his name? Tyson, whatever. That I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know these academics who he should be talking to,
right?
Cornel West or something like that. The point is, there are people of our complexion who have the education, the background, the certifications, the knowledge and experience to have educated conversations on what needs to be done for our communities.
Mm-hmm.
Those endorsements should carry weight. You don't see name somebody Asian entertainer with access to the White House. Name a white entertainer with access to the White House, and I'm serious. You don't see George Clooney up there speaking for the white community.
Well, first, I don't have to, but you're right.
I'm just saying.
Right, but you're right, though.
I don't see Tom Hanks up there speaking for the white community. You know what I'm
Tom
saying?
Cruise, none of them. I'm with you, right?
And we know these people. These are everyday household names.
Right.
They're not speaking for the white. But for us, the person who gets closest to the president as a black person
is an entertainer.
Is Ice Cube. Is Snoop Dogg. I mean, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent. There is no moment in the history of this universe where I want 50 Cent speaking for me.
Facts.
I don't care if I got cut in line and 50 were like, hey man, you can't 50, shut up. I'll handle this I don't need 50 speaking for me ever.
I don't need your help, sir. Stick to the rapping in your power show.
Exactly.
Everything else, I got it.
I mean, Barack Obama, yes, I would love to be able to say Barack Obama was my representative. He's earned the right to speak. Farrakhan, you put in the work and the time and the effort to voice your opinion, and I'll support that. Snoop, I would like a gin and juice and some chronic, but otherwise, I don't need your electoral information. I'm good without that. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was a guilt or grind until you brought it.
And listen, I understand. You understand. But I mean, my thought is that, like, so the people who supposed to be speaking for us, where they at? That's my thing is.
They don't have a platform. You
don't have a platform.
Dude, it's so much. I wish we was in a real barbershop with some old heads in there too. You know.
You already know. Well,
but here's the thing, and I always say this: the black community be slipping on this all the time. In the 60s, 50s, 70s, it would have been a reverend or a pastor. But these reverend or pastors would have been tied into what the heart and the heartbeat of the black community. After the civil rights movement, and the church and the government instigated the FBI, that means faith-based initiative, not Federal Bureau of Investigation, where they can start subsidizing the churches. You don't hear any pastor saying too much of nothing around the way.
Right.
Okay? They took all the black community stopped endorsing education and academics and started endorsing athletics and entertainment. Okay, so we went from having Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King to now Snoop.
Lil Wayne, 50 Cent.
I mean, and that's a long-term plan that you're seeing. You see the trajectory.
Right.
No other community does that in this country. And we're not even asking about how is that possible. Why? Remember when Steve Harvey met with Trump and everybody got mad?
Mm-hmm. And Kanye. Mm-hmm.
And nobody really was like, what the heck is Steve Harvey doing speaking on behalf of the black community? He's a comedian. He's not saying he's not intelligent.
Right.
But that ain't your profession, bro. They got you. You could have went and got a professor of civics and political science from Morehouse, and he would have been more educated than Steve Harvey on the topics that they were discussing.
Right. And listen, and I do understand that, them people like Steve Harvey, Ice Cube, and whatever, Lil Wayne, they
unintelligent.
No, I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying that they also have that exposure. Everybody knew who they is, right? They have the platform, which is good. But like you just said, take that exposure and platform that you have, and take somebody, you endorse them. I endorse this.
Which is what Cube just did. I mean, he Cube name on it, but he brought professionals in to work on that contract with America.
Let's talk about Cube for a minute.
Okay.
Not about him, but so I'm gonna give you my personal opinion how twinsinc feel about this, right? Because I've been having this conversation multiple times regarding Ice Cube and his plan, and for me, the only people that I see that has a huge problem with Ice Cube working on this program or plan for us is the black woman, which I don't understand. And the biggest thing is that the biggest thing I'm hearing that when Ice Cube made a statement saying that no one else was doing this but me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that. And as a man, we say things, we stand behind it. And when he said it was true, because you watched the interviews that he was on, he made it very clear. I stepped away from my music, rapping, acting, sports career in 2019 to see what was being done for the black community. Mm-hmm. And when he saw nothing was being done at that time, 2019, he said it. Then he made it well known that he's going to work on a plan for Black America.
He did.
And he made it well known that anybody who want to do XYZ, reach out to me.
That too, right?
So it's all documented. So we fast forward to now when Ice Cube attempted to meet with the Democrats and attempted to meet with the Republicans. Mm-hmm. The Republicans sat down with them and they listened to him. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean they're going to do it, but they set the table and they listened to him. And it doesn't matter if Trump was there or not. Someone of his party was there who took the time, sat down, listened to him.
Mm-hmm. That happened.
Ice Cube, it's all documents, all facts, no opinions. Mm-hmm. Ice Cube then went to meet with the Democrats, which, as
far as we can tell, hasn't really happened.
And on top of that, the Democrat has been what the black people have been voting for decades, right? That's what I was brainwashed to vote for.
60s, 70s.
Right, Democrats, Democrat, whatever you want to call it. That's what I've been told, brainwashed to do it, right? Mm-hmm. And when you went and tried to talk to them, they said, we'll talk to you after the election. So what they're saying is that I don't want to hear what you guys say until if I win. Because I don't want to commit to, because that's what happened. I don't want to, and that's how I take it. I'll talk to you after I win, because if I win, then I can sit at the table and then consider working with you. But if I sit with you before and then I agree I'll work with you and then don't win, I don't want to have that burden. You understand what I'm saying?
See, I don't, and I agree. Yes,
no,
100%.
Like I said,
and here's what I heard when I heard that. The Republicans sat down before the election.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if they say anything.
Right.
I really wish Donald Trump would make a campaign promise to say he was follow the plan, right? Versus waiting until after the election to see what you could do.
Facts.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a quick analogy, a story. If somebody called me and say, "Hey, can you come over?" and you be like, "Yo, let me put on some shoes. I'm gonna slide right out," right? Versus, let me let my friend. I gotta holler at my sister right quick, but after she leave, I'll let you know what I'm going to do. How many times brothers show up at your house after that?
Facts. Facts. Find the lie.
So, and on the other hand, for anybody who cares to think about it, you might not like Donald Trump. I don't
either.
But if you look at his record, whether or not he succeeded in any of his campaign promises that he made prior to being elected, this fool put in actual work to do almost everything he said he was going to do. It may not have been successful. It may not have been completed, but he actually said, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then he took steps to try to do X, Y, Z.
Mm-hmm.
That's a campaign promise. That's what Ice Cube is trying to get. Make a campaign promise. Say you'll do this before the election so that we can hold you to it. But if you won't be held, if you won't even say you'll do it before the election, there's no way I can hold you to do something you didn't say you would do.
And mind you, and this is the same party that they said publicly, hey, if you don't vote for me, then you're not black.
Once again,
is that not a slap in the face or what?
Oh, man, we don't.
Listen, I'm still. So when people say, listen, I'm not endorsing neither one of them. I'm just going to stick to the facts and things that I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Are you voting off emotion or are you voting off logic? You understand what I'm saying? Are you voting because he did? Okay, but I need you to vote on logic, not emotion, because a lot of y'all sound like a bunch of females out there.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
And I'm saying, be like, oh, you vote for Trump? Oh, man, no. I'm not saying I vote for either one of them. All I'm saying is that I'm making a logical decision because in the day, these two are the only ones I have to vote for. I mean, there's somebody else I saw on the thing, but I'm like, who this person is? I don't know what they is. But
at this point,
but the point I'm trying to make is that
don't be playing with no
right.
third party.
No, I know.
I'm gonna start some smoke right now.
Hey, listen, we all for the smoke.
For straight argument's sake,
let's go ahead.
Is that I think what Ice Cube just did. Wait, let me ask. When you saw the Ice Cube video,
oh man,
when he was with the 4 women from what's that, Fox Soul?
Yeah. So
okay.
hold that thought.
Okay.
So if we're gonna have a conversation or a debate about something, right? If I'm walking to a room and I see nothing but women, I'm the only guy. I'm already know I'm walking to
an ambush.
It's
a setup.
It's completely set up. So before I even get through the whole video, I'm looking at the setup. This is a setup. If we want to have a dialogue conversation, then I need you to have 3 men, 3 women. Just like we had on the show previously when we talked about relationships and dating outside relationship, I had an even panel. I had 3 women and I had 3 men, all black, but we had our conversation and it was fair. It wasn't just like, 4-1. Exactly. But go ahead, continue with that setup of Ice Cube had a panel with 4 women.
Well, I'm not going to go because that video itself need to be broke down at least 4 different. It's so many different perspectives to get angry at that video. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm self the dark child, so I got to be dark about this. Black women showed me in that particular video that they don't consider themselves part of what makes me a black man in America.
Talk to
They
him.
told Ice Cube, Vivica Fox, I think, said specifically, there's no section for women. What's in it for women? Black women have different needs and requirements than black men. Ice Cube responded at one point. He was like, aren't black women part of black people? So if it's good for black people, don't you by default get a benefit from it? She was not having it.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of slide right back, but what he just said, it's black people, meaning that when he wrote this program, Plan for America, he include all black people, African American, no matter what you doing, who you messing with, who you sleeping with. If you're black, you fall on this program.
That's how I heard it.
But then, like you said, Vivica Fox won. How come we don't say black woman?
Well, she said it, but they all co-signed it. So
right.
This ain't just a one person talking.
No, trust me, they can watch the video and see that. So here's a problem that black men have with Black Lives Matter. Don't forget your thought. Black men, we rock with the words Black Lives Matter because Black lives do matter 100%. I'm cool with it. I'm down with it. I love it. But when you go to their page and look up the affirmation page and their mission statement about Black Lives Matter, they break down every category of black people, women, queer folks, everybody. They say if you're black and if you're a certain gender or whatever you fall in, they broke everything down, but they forgot to say M-E-N, man, or M-A-N, man, whatever. They ain't say neither one of those. So, but y'all mad at us black men because we don't rock it because y'all don't say black men. But then Ice Cube has a plan for everyone because Ice Cube, he probably heard about Black Lives Matter. He know about Black Lives Matter, and he probably feel the same how we feel. Well, they don't say nothing about men, so why I care about? But hold on. But the one thing he didn't do, he didn't make that same mistake. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna include everybody, black people." So go ahead.
Okay,
that's all. That's all I wanted to say there.
Clear up one thing with the Black Lives Matter. Ice Cube even spoke on that. He was like, "The Black Lives Matter is more for the criminal justice system." He said, I didn't want to get tied down in that because let Black Lives Matter handle the criminal justice system. He was making a plan for the economic prosperity and the financial future of the black community.
Ooh, you hear that?
Separate from the justice portion.
You hear that, people?
The Black Lives Matter is its own self-contained thing focusing on A, B, and C. Ice Cube is over here on X, Y, Z. Okay?
Right.
And he was like, and he tried to be more comprehensive. He may not have liked the Black Lives Matter platform. He may not have liked it, but he was like, I need to be more inclusive because affirmative action. Who is the biggest beneficiary of affirmative action? White women, because for some magical reason in affirmative action, how did you get women in minorities? Women make up 53% of the population in this country. They are by far the majority. How did women end up on the affirmative action? See, words matter when you write out documents.
Right.
So when you make a special, you say women, blacks, and other minority groups, right?
Right.
So who benefited from affirmative action? White women are the biggest beneficiaries of affirmative action. We fought and died for it. They benefited. Who is the second biggest beneficiary of affirmative action? Black women. Why? Because with black women, you get a black and a woman at the same time. You get to fill two slots for affirmative action. So black women came up. That wasn't about black men. When you said women and then you said blacks, black women benefited twice. So don't front when they say black women go to college more than black men. Black women do this more than black men. Black women are on this level. Y'all, because the system set itself up, whoever wrote the rules for affirmative action, for y'all to get ahead. That created a situation where 50 years later, you are arguing with Ice Cube that black women aren't specifically called out to get a benefit. All right? So, with that said, back off. I'm gonna back off of that because once again,
I know
we could just stay on that for days. But in an election standpoint,
okay,
that hurt my feelings because I realized black men and black women are not on the same sheet of paper anymore.
Not at all.
And we haven't been for a very long time. It's so many reasons I could chop this up for days. But what I would say this is black women don't realize something about black men.
What's that?
Black men are very conservative. We don't actually like, I'm going to be honest with you, the LGBTQRG.
Mm-hmm.
Black men, unless you are in that community, most of us don't approve of it.
Facts.
We don't.
And I'm going to give you one simple fact why that twinsinc doesn't. Mm-hmm. I don't really care who you date or sleep with. I don't really care that part. The fact that you can sit there and call me a ninja with the ER in it, and I could beat the brakes off you, but I'll still go in jail. You'd be like, it's just words, right? Mm-hmm. Mind you, my people been called that word for over 400 years plus. Yep. We have history of why that word has so much pain towards the black community. Mm-hmm. But towards the black community. But if I turn around, call someone from that group, LGBT group, whatever, gay or a faggot or anything like that, guess what? That's considered a hate crime. Mm-hmm. I could lose my life, meaning that I can go to jail, locked up, kids, family, everybody impacted. If I get in an argument with somebody and I call them that word, it's now considered a hate crime. Black people have been hung and killed and demasculated and everything in these streets for 400 years plus and still going. But if I say he called you a faggot or gay, it's considered a hate crime. That's the reason why I can't rock with that. Because now that's the only main thing I have a problem with Barack when he's in office. He approved that, which now put us at the bottom of the totem pole. And people don't understand that part.
Oh, you know what? See, bro, I be trying to stay on.
Sorry, did I grind your gear again?
Yes.
Sorry.
I don't want to do it.
Hey, but it's a fact though. Let's find the lie. Let's find the lie. My line, let me know.
No, I mean, because I'll point out, personally, this is my personal decision, choice, life, whatever. Seth the Dark Child said this, is that I think from a biological standpoint, you can look it up. 1 or 2% of any population might turn out homosexual. Mm-hmm. 1 or 2%. In the black community, that's running about 5 to 6%, maybe even up to 7%. That's not natural. I'll tell anybody, I don't believe in homosexuality. I think it's a choice. It's who you want to have sexual relationships with. It's a choice.
Right.
So all of these people who, I'm this and I'm that and I'm cisgender, all of that woke stuff, I throw all that out the window because it's a choice. If you didn't tell me your sexuality, I wouldn't know it. And guess whose business it is? Because it's dang sure isn't mine.
It's your business. Only not yours, but their business.
Exactly. If you didn't tell me what your sexuality was, I wouldn't know it.
And I wouldn't care.
I don't think I should march down a street and have a parade because you choose to sleep with people of the same sex. It's not my business.
And then also when you think about it, when people do those like hate crimes, whatever, mm-hmm. towards gay people, it's not black people doing it.
Even if it is.
I know, but I'm saying, but it's the point I'm trying to make that. It's the white people who's doing it anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They go around, because they do it to us. They run around burning crosses in our yard, burning houses down. They do that to the black people.
Exactly.
And they're the one, if you find out that you're gay, they chasing gay people down the street trying to harass them. It ain't black people, because we all got our own struggle. As long as you don't bring it around me and try to hit on me, hey, have fun with it.
And once again, but even if you did not open your mouth and tell them what you were,
right.
So, you know what? I'm not going to lie. Like I say, and this is a problem because a lot of Democrats, and I'm going to say black women are like 99% Democrat. You are losing the black man because the truth of the matter is black men are very socially conservative. We just, if white people, if the Republicans stop actively calling us niggers in the street.
Facts.
Most black men will probably vote Republican. This is my argument for anybody. Yes, black women are the most educated group of people in America. I saw an article about that recently. They have more degrees as a group.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that gender pay gap, which is BS, but I'm going to use it for this point, that men on the whole make more money than women on the whole. The Republicans are all about you keeping your money in your pocket, aren't they?
Right.
So whose best interest is it for me to vote for them? Okay, that's just math. If I got more money, I should vote Republican.
Right.
The only reason I don't vote Republican is because they won't stop calling me the N-word. That's it. So Black Lives Matter, you know what? I support Black Lives Matter, but you took it away from me and added a whole bunch of stuff I really don't care about. I mean, and I have family members who roll that way.
Right.
I love them to death. But once again, if you didn't tell me who you were sleeping with, I wouldn't know.
Right.
I never had a heterosexual parade down the street. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the straight pride parade.
Right. In fact, they don't have them.
They have. I'm going to the straight pride club, meaning strip club. I'm good with that. and if you want to go see people of the same gender shaking in a club, you're free to go too. I don't care.
Right.
But when it comes to voting, yeah, you're not working.
And it's all ties into that.
It all ties into it. It's even a whole bunch of stuff I want to jump down the barrel of, but it's just too much at one point. But Barack Obama, as a black man in America, kind of, sort of sold out black people.
And listen, we do know that when he was in office, they said no to everything. We get that. We understand that.
Got that.
100%. We know that everything he tried to do, they said no, 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 no. Mm-hmm. So why even present that? You know what I'm saying? I'll be okay if he's in the office and they say he didn't do nothing, and because they said no to everything. I said, well, they said no. So what else can he do, right? And then, but then he had 4 months of full rights to do whatever he wanted to do. Yeah, 4 months to do whatever you wanted to do, and you approved that. That's what.
He had 2 years.
I'm just saying that, but he had all that time, and that's all he did. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem that I have. And then that's all he did. He could have did anything else, but he did that.
And once again, I don't want you to be feeling afraid because you hold hands with your girlfriend and you're a girl. I mean, I don't want you to be afraid. I'm not an active threat to you. I got so many problems with women. Man, I almost want to be gay because obviously mess with y'all women is a headache. I said almost. I'm just saying
I know.
that being real, I have so many problems with the women in my life that being gay seems actually very reasonable.
Pause. Sorry, my ears will not.
I'm not saying that. I'm telling you that's how bad it is. So if you smarter than me and decide to be gay, kudos. I'm still not going to a parade for you. but I actually get it now.
I understand.
Okay? And the same for women. If you think that being with a woman being with another woman is good for you, 100%. That's your choice. I still don't think you should get protections under the law that I can't get under the law. And every time they say, well, you can do this and you can do that, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, like bathrooms. We still on the election because I'm going back to it.
Right.
But bathrooms. If my little girl goes into a bathroom and a transgender male goes into the bathroom behind her, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
If my son goes into the bathroom and a transgender female goes in the bathroom behind him, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You're not going. I don't care what you say you are. If your plumbing say you're a man, I'm gonna treat you like a man.
Right.
If your plumbing say you're a woman, I'm gonna treat you like a woman. I'm not gonna change my pronouns because it makes you happy. I'm not confusing my kids. And that's
what come down to is that these things being forced into our face for the youth. It's like they're purposely attacking the younger generation with this tomfoolery. Like I gotta watch, the DC Flash and see two men kissing. Like how's that a super? What does that have to do with anything? Why I gotta watch comics on TV to see that stuff? I shouldn't see that. I shouldn't be like, when I used to watch TV back in the day, when the sex scenes would come up, I just turn my head until it was over, whatever. Then now I'm watching. I don't know when stuff's going to happen because stuff happens so quick. I'm like, oh, what you watching? I got right into both. Like, oh.
Right. We need to you know what? Next topic. Because we're going to talk about the images being fed through the TV and media into our children's head.
Facts.
But just to say this once again,
right?
As I said 2 times already, black males are actually social conservatives on the most part. We understand that you have a choice to make, But when it gets to the voting booth, if it wasn't for the white people actively calling us the N-word and telling us to go back to Africa, if they just acted like they had a little bit of sense, they would split the black vote in a heartbeat. It would be gone. Because, honestly, I don't like Donald Trump personally. I don't like the way he's acted on the world stage. But if the economy was going good, men make more money than women. Black men make more money than black women. It's not in our best interest to vote Democrat. It's actually counter best interest for us to have this solidarity. The Hispanic population votes pretty much 33 to 40% of them always vote Republican. 60% or so always vote Democrat. That's a split vote. The white community, you see what they do. 70, 60, 70% vote Republican. The other 30, 40% vote Democratic. Okay, cool. But black folks, we the only ones 10% in the back pocket of the Democrats. And they don't even respect us enough to sit down and discuss a contract with a black America going before the election.
But we've been voting y'all for decades, over and over and over again. Actually, blind voting.
We don't even care. I voted for Barack Obama 2 times. I didn't even blink. I had no choice. I might as well had not voted. You can just call me at home and I'd have been like, yeah, you can go ahead and hit that blue button for me.
Blue button for you.
About your business.
Right.
Even Hillary Clinton, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm terrified of Kamala Harris, but having a full-fledged feminist in office as the president, as a man, should have been terrifying. And yet, I would have took her over Mr. Trump.
Who, Hillary? Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Well, and now having Kamala Harris, who she might be married and everything, she's a full-fledged feminist. If Joe Biden does not last his full 4 years, we will be saying President Harris. Once again, a full-fledged, full-blooded feminist as president is not in the interest of any man.
Yeah, but then, she might, let's say, she'll probably run to the same thing that Barack did. When she tries to vote for stuff, it's going to be no.
It don't matter. Oh, it's one other thing I want to bring up. But it doesn't even matter what she would say, whether she could push it through or not.
Uh-huh.
Because Mr. Trump ain't really pushed through a whole bunch of stuff. It's his attitude that we have to do. It's his attitude that got people driving down the street yelling the N-word out their window. It's his attitude that got the Proud Boys turning around Joe Biden's truck in Texas yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's that attitude. And think about his attitude, but it's women versus men.
Right.
And that's what a full-fledged feminist means in the office. She can start a culture war just as easily as Donald Trump could. It'll just be men versus women instead of black versus white. Just saying.
That's dangerous right there. Very dangerous.
I just want to point it out. That's all I want to do is point it out.
Yeah, because I don't really care about the whole people stuck on 100 people she locked up. I don't care about that part. Because at the end of the day, whoever's in front of you, you're going to lock up whoever's in front of you, regardless.
Once again, we could.
You know what I'm saying?
We could chop this election. We could talk about this for like months.
But once again, I just want my people, when you go and vote on Wednesday or Tuesday, just make a logical vote decision. Take your emotions out of it, because I'm hearing a lot of people saying, I hear a lot of people acting like Biden is like our cousin, like, oh, Biden's welcome to set the table.
Nah. Did
we forget that Biden has some of our dads or uncles and friends still locked up over the crime bill that he helped put together? Yeah. Did we forget that? Did we forget the fact that he made it well known that his kids going to the zoo or going to the jungle with us black people? Did we forget that?
I didn't.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And then, let's be honest, yeah, when he's in office for the last 8 years behind Barack, we didn't really care. We was happy to have Barack in office. We didn't really care who the vice president was. I'm just calling 100. But the only reason why Biden is even, you know what I'm saying, we bring that up now because he's running for president. And yes, and then he going against Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's like neither one of them are not good options. But I just challenge everybody this question right here that asks a lot of people, and a lot of people can answer this question for me. Within the last 4 years, as Orange Man, a.k.a. Trump, has been in office, How has he impacted you on your level, on your everyday life? How he's impacted you? Okay. And a lot of people cannot answer that question. Now, some can, but one person.
You have to minus out this COVID.
Listen, see, I already get to that. The one person said to me, like, oh, COVID. I said, you can't put that on Trump. Because, hold on, listen, hold on. Hear me out. I know what you're going to say, and this person said the same thing. Because I know Barack put that room together that he dismantled. I get that part. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you look at the origins of the COVID, the origins of COVID has been in works prior to Barack and Trump. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, that was coming regardless who was in office. Now, did he might have handled it wrong? Okay,
yes, 100%.
I can give that. I can understand that part. Mm-hmm. But even if he did handle it right, y'all still find a flaw where he didn't do something right anyway. But that's not something that he created. Now, if he was in the labs and he opened the door and then he took the monocle and threw it down like Resident Evil, okay, yes, that's Trump's fault. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, he tried to kill everybody. Now that I'll blame him for. But okay, outside of COVID, on your everyday life, how has he impacted you? Is the question I want you to think about. Because I can tell you how Biden impacted me as a president. Because, I mean, when I think about all the presidents, none of them have really impacted me besides Biden, because he did something that affects the black community that I can really see face to face. I can touch, I can see it. Most of the time with president in office, whatever the president does, they don't do nothing for me. The main focus is your local government, your local mayor. You know, those people need to worry about who control the everyday lives here. But outside of that, me personally, Trump has not impacted Twins Inc. on a personal level within the last 4 years. I'm still getting paid. Take away COVID, I got nothing else negative to say about him, because Trump has always been who he is prior to him being president.
Well,
give me your thoughts.
I will say this, and honestly, the worst part about everything you said is that I agree with about 85% of it. That's the worst part is, I've said this before, if Donald Trump wasn't tweeting and he wasn't on social media acting a fool, if he just shut up and you didn't even know he was the president, you know what I'm saying? Because you could go 2-3 weeks and not hear nothing from Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. They'd have to find something to get mad at him about.
Oh, he went playing golf.
He wore a tan suit.
He went on a date with his wife.
Oh my God. You know, but he could go weeks without being on the public. If Donald Trump just shut up, he will win this election. And I'll be honest with you, because I don't agree with most of the stuff he did.
Right.
I saw. But immigration is down. He did. I don't like the fact that what he did on the southern border, but he did impact immigration. I don't like the fact that he's started letting them drill in wooded areas and nature reserves and all that. I don't like that, but I don't see that. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't impact me. The fact that Germany and England and all of Europe is mad at him, guess what? I haven't traveled to Germany or England or Paris or France. That ain't affecting me. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. On a ground level, the only thing Trump has done, this is the 85%, 15% that has affected me, is that you've got people of a much lighter complexion who have felt freed of social restraint in their interaction with people of color. So, yeah, it's a lot of them boys out there that done forgot the fact that we can buy guns too now. We not as defenseless as we might have been 40, 50 years ago. Mm-hmm. But other than that, that's it. Trump, and some stuff at the grocery store has went up in prices since he started this trade war with China. Other than that, though, this 4 years could have passed without me even noticing he was president.
Right. Just the fact that he's there. Right. Now, I'm with you. And that's a good dialogue you gave to me on the percentage wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes sense, because them Proud Boys came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
but honestly, me personally, I look at that as a good thing. Like, because people were secretly racist. No, they public racist. So I know who's who now. I understand that now.
Well, no, because 70% of everybody who still support Trump, I don't care who you are, you signing off on racism.
Of course they is.
You're signing off.
Yeah, because they're signing on it. So yeah, but that just let me know though. When somebody say Trump this, Trump that, just let me know. I can't fool with you.
Exactly.
So so that helps me out to know who to deal with.
It does.
But at the end of the day, like I keep saying, outside of that, I don't see how he has impacted me personally. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that just have a logical decision when you make your vote on Tuesday. Because Biden has showed us that he don't care about us. But y'all acting like he is the best thing since sliced cheese. And I'm sure he may have some good things he's going to do, but he been in politics for over 40 years plus, and what has he done for black folks besides lock us up and put us in jail and call us super thugs and all that stuff? Just help me understand that.
Once again, if I had any other choice, Elizabeth Warren. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Bernie
Hey, listen, I'd have voted for Kanye if he was really serious about it. If he was serious about it.
I mean, not that it would have been better, but Cory Booker. But I still would have. I don't know. I know how.
Or Bernie. Hey, I'd have voted for Bernie.
I did.
Just saying.
It didn't work. But I
don't stand. You know, I don't know how we got stuck with what we get stuck with.
But now that and once again, and it ain't even because if DT or TD, whatever, the Orange Man.
Oh, okay. DT.
If the Orange Man wasn't so bad on so many areas, I might have sat this election out. Except for a vote, not voting is a vote for him.
Right.
I might have been I don't like either choice. I'd rather I can just sit at home and eat potato chips. But I can't do it this time.
Hey, I put my vote in so I can have this personal opinion. I'm not one of those people who talk all this but didn't vote at all. I'm like, well, you did nothing. I can't talk to you. You even at least get in line and try to vote and sit there for 10 minutes like, oh man, eeny, meeny, miny, you know what I'm saying? You didn't even put that effort in. So you can't say nothing to me. I don't care. I understand. We know the options are bad, but you got to pick one. All I'm asking you is make a logical decision. Take your emotions out of it. Because a lot of y'all people just have emotion. A lot of y'all's doing it because, he's racist. Okay, well, tell me something he did racist that, you know, is good. Tell me. Oh, you can look it up.
That affected you.
Right, that affected you. Just tell me. Yeah. I mean, I know things, but I want... See, when I ask those questions... So, people, you listening. When I ask those questions, I'm not asking you because I don't know. I'm asking you because I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your thoughts. If you have no answer, then you consider a yes man. What's a yes man? A yes man is a person that believes whatever being told them on TV, social media. If someone on the newscast and said, he this, he that, yes, he is. And that's it. You don't do your research. You don't know nothing. You're a yes man because you can't speak your own thoughts. You don't use your brain. You don't do critical thinking to come up and formulate your own thoughts. You base your information off what somebody tells you instead of your own research and looking stuff up. That's what a yes man is. And that's what you are when you say that stupid statement to me.
And once again, just to be fair, the first time Barack Obama was voted for him, yes, man, 100%.
Oh, and I said it before too. I'm one of the people. My first vote ever was Barack.
And he wasn't
sorry,
close, but I took my mom. My mama almost did a backwards flip. She was like, "Who I vote for?" I just said vote them down the ballot. She didn't know. She didn't know who else was on the ballot. She didn't know no judges or shit. She could care less.
Long as Barack.
This time we had a real conversation. She's an older woman, but we had a real conversation.
Hey.
We had to choose between Jon Ossoff and David Perdue, and you had to know why you were choosing which one. I'm getting older, and the worst part is this responsibility would come. I thought it was
great power.
No. See, that's the part that get on my nerve. Because with great age,
responsibility. Hey, I'm gonna lie because before me and my wife voted, we actually sat in the car for like 5 minutes trying to debate each other who we voting for. You know what I'm saying? And come to a formulate, educated, logical reason why we're voting for this person. Exactly. We took our emotion out of it. We took the emotion out how the orange man say stupid stuff and just ignorant, whatever. At the end of the day, everybody voted for him. So if that's the case, everybody who voted for him, they just ignorant as him anyway. Because he was who he was before you voted for him.
100%.
He was the rapist. He had all these charges against him. He filed bankruptcy how many times? He was this person before we voted him in office. So why did you think he would change when he get in office?
Exactly. He
told us if he ever ran for president, he would run for what? And what did he do? He told you who he was. Believe him.
Told you.
believe him. I was like honestly, I ain't really think he's gonna give. I think Hillary's gonna win. When he say it won, I said, "Am I getting punked?" But no, what?
Win by 3 million votes. But hey, ignorance is ignorant.
Right. So, but anyway, just give a logical decision.
Yeah. Once again, this ain't. I don't. This one topic. I don't profess to know what's best.
No, I don't.
Because I'm as afraid of Trump being unleashed for the next 4 years,
right,
as I am of what could happen with a feminist woman.
I mean, that's if Biden gets in, he dies. Let's say he gets in.
Or he retires. He's 75, bro. Anything could happen.
79. I mean, he got
79.
No. I'm saying he's 75 for a year. You know, he can make it 79. He can make it 80. He can make it 80.
But I mean, but
I know, but right.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is not to knock Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Mm-hmm.
I respect her. She should. I feel like she should have retired during Barack Obama's during his first term,
mm-hmm.
but she wanted to hold on to power. She should have retired. She died in office as the judge, and that set up this whole problem.
Chain reaction
that we having right now is because she held on to power too long. I get why she did it.
Thanos.
But see, that's the kind of stuff. Joe Biden in the same situation. You might be president, but do you think you're gonna? I mean, you might. President's gonna get the best health care in the world, but old age is old age.
Right.
You really can't stop the death when it come knocking at your door.
I mean, it's not like you see him working out in shape all the time.
Nah, I never seen him shooting ball with Barack.
Yeah. You see Barack hit that 3-pointer recently?
I mean, you be seeing Barack nowadays. You see him with his shirt off on the yachts and boats and stuff.
He lived his best life.
I ain't looking, but this dude is really wilding out now that he in the office. He's like an old NFL player out there now.
Right.
So, but I'm just saying, I fully expect Kamala Harris to be President Harris within the next 4 years.
You think so?
Fully. I totally expect it.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all heard it first on the Dachop team on November 1st, 2020. He called it.
Somewhere, 4 years. We're going to have, hopefully, if they win this election, we'll have a President Harris. Whether she wins re-election in 4 years is up to her, but
right,
you will get President Harris if Joe Biden wins.
Mm.
But anyway, once again, we want to keep chopping this up, or we've been on for like 47 minutes. You want to wrap?
We can wrap it up here. I think we touched it all, even from Ice Cube, Lil Wayne, the Black Lives Matter, and all that. I think we touched everything.
Yeah, there's so much more touching that could be done. But it's just crazy, brother. This year has
2020,
and it just gets wilder and wilder and wilder.
So what coworker say on December 31st? We want to yell what? Jumanji? What is it?
Yeah, Jumanji.
Jumanji? Okay.
Oh, did you see the meme?
I ain't seen the meme.
I saw a meme. It was like on December 31st, and you waiting for New Year. It was like 11:59, right?
Right.
And then everybody read it, and then it said instead of tolling to midnight, it said 11:60, and people like, wait, what?
11:60. Like right at that moment.
It just added wait. You just not gonna let us out of 2020? It wasn't gonna be 1161, 1172.
We stuck it forever. No, I didn't see that one.
I mean, I'm serious. Look, we're gonna let this go, but I just want to point out. Yesterday, some racists in Texas surrounded Joe Biden's bus. They would not let him out. They were armed. Joe Biden canceled his appearance in Texas because of racist activity.
Okay, he was actually in the bus?
Yeah.
So, you know what? He's not president yet, so he don't got the Secret Service.
No, he got Secret Service.
Well, ain't
no gun. Hey, white people don't shoot white people.
Oh,
man.
okay, all right.
If it would have been a brother,
okay. That's what I was. That's what. Thank you for reading my mind, because that's what I was thinking. Like, I seen black people get shoot for less.
White people don't shoot white people.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Stand by that. White people don't shoot white
people. Okay.
So anyway, but yeah, he canceled his campaign event in Texas yesterday because of that activity. Okay, think about that for one moment. What happens? One of my boys is like a doomsday prepper right now. My boy be like, man, I'm in stockpiling because after the election, if he lose, you better have at least a month of rations and weapons and ammunition and water ready because they're gonna get pop off. And I was like, man, you crazy, bro. You've been reading too much of this propaganda, and then to see that on the news, I'm like, maybe he ain't all wrong.
He all wrong. I mean, Trump did say Proud Boys be ready. He did say that, didn't he? And he ain't disputed.
Look, you can check it out. CNN, ABC, NBC, whatever you want to look at.
Right.
People getting scared of what happens after the election. Not if he wins, if he loses. So, just saying.
On that note, we're going to wrap it up, people. I'm glad that you tuned in. Welcome back. We're glad to be back.
Yes, sir. Back in the saddle. If you need something to argue about or you got some gears to be ground, let me know. And
please put them in the comments because I'd like to hear people's thoughts. And if you want to join the show and chop it up with us live, let us know because you can call in. You don't gotta come, but you can call in.
Hey, all perspectives are welcome.
Yes.
Me and you just agree too much on this crazy stuff. We need somebody. No,
I know somebody, but I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to see if the moon and the stars going to line up and they're going to jump in like, hey, I want to do it.
Girl or boy? Oh, I'm sorry. Woman or male?
Woman.
You know how men. And I'm less the dark child than I used to be. But
that's good. We're going to wrap it up here. All right, people, we out, man.
Peace.
Peace.